Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of Silver Surfer Rebirth #1. This is a new book from Marvel Comics. Let's take a look at the creative team. I did pick up and I'm using the Peach Momoko variant cover, but this is not the standard cover you'll see at your store. This book was written by Ron Marz, Ron Lim, on art, Don Ho on inks, colors by Israel Silve, and letters by Joe Sabino. So if some of those names sound familiar, especially the two Rons at the beginning, it's because they have had some of the best Silver Surfer runs, in my opinion, back in the day. So let's get into the synopsis of this book, and then we'll get into the new Silver Surfer. So they are back. No, we don't mean the guys on the cover. We're talking about the legendary creators Ron Marz and Ron Lim returning to tell a story set during their favorite run of Silver Surfer. So this right here, first up, sets up a little thing that this is not in the current continuity, but back in their run of Silver Surfer. So someone has stolen the reality gem, an object that allows the user to fulfill any wish, no matter what the consequences. But whoever has taken is doing things like bringing back a dead hero, Captain Marvel. So it's up to the Silver Surfer to team up with the least likely of allies. And I'll leave that a secret. Actually, I won't read that part. To find the gem and restore the reality to its proper form. So yeah, like I mentioned, this is a run that I read a long time ago. So it's kind of nice to revisit that same era of Silver Surfer. I know a lot of people that are fans of the Silver Surfer think that Ron Lim and Ron Marz are like essential reading. So it's also kind of neat to just go back to that era of comics. So let's take a look at some art, and I'll talk a little bit more about the story. So the story immediately kind of goes off the rails, and we get deep into it as we see some Kree soldiers. They're being pulled into this black hole. And then luckily, we get a save from from Genisville, who is Captain Marvel's son. In the same vein, we just see the Silver Surfer come up and work with Janice L to rescue the ship from the black hole using the power cosmic. Now that's when things start getting a little trippy. So here, let me go to the next page. So yeah, as you can see here, this all happens in the first few pages too, which is kind of cool. Like comics, because of the way comics were before they were really serialized like this, like they were a continuous story, but they definitely had stories that were a lot more fast-paced than now, where we are kind of writing stuff for the trade. And this is a miniseries, so it will definitely be collected, and I'll talk about that more in a little bit. But yeah, things like immediately escalate here. I do love the powers of the Silver Surfer, how they're displayed here. I think that's one of the most classic views, and I love the letterer using the Silver Surfer logo every time he mentions his name. So this is a lot of fun to go back and kind of relive this part. Now, all that being said, as much as I enjoyed this first issue, and they have set up a really interesting mystery towards the end of the book, because we do get cameos from other heroes, and then the unlikely ally that we have towards the end of the first chapter. I think this is one of the books that I'll read once the whole story is out. One of the other things, I guess one of the the downsides of having so much happen in one issue is that you, like, when you read monthly, you have to kind of go back and refresh and remember what happened. Now, the upside is obviously is that you get a lot more story and a lot more bang for your buck. So I will definitely stay on top of this once it's all collected. So stay tuned to the channel. But if you're a Silver Surfer fan, you have to pick this up. There are so many cool variants too. So yeah, highly recommend this. Go check this out. The Silver Surfer is back, and being led by one of the creative teams that took it to what I would call some of its highest form of comic book storytelling. So, but let me know what you thought of this. If you're a Silver Surfer fan, let me know what you thought of that in the description or in the comments. Remember to stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, more trailer reactions, movie reviews, TV recaps, all that good stuff. So stay tuned for more stuff on the channel. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.